You can watch part 1 here or click below description.
Hi friends, my channel has under 1,000 subscribers, so I don't earn from ads yet. Each video takes a lot of time and effort. If you enjoy my content, please consider subscribing or becoming a member. Your support means the world to me.
At the end of the previous volume, Falling Star Pavilion, together with the Mingyi Alliance, had engaged in a fierce and bloody battle. The enemy possessed 3 half-saints, while Falling Star Pavilion had only Yao Lao, so the outcome was predictable. Everyone thought that today the Star Realm would be drowned in rivers of blood, yet contrary to all expectations, Xiao Yan emerged from seclusion, breaking through directly to the realm of Dou Saint. After giving his instructions, Xiao Yan slowly lifted his head toward the sky, where Gu Yu, Old Demon Tian Ming, and the 3 Heavenly Venerable of the Hall of Souls were gathered, their eyes filled with caution as they stared at him. Xiao Yang's calm gaze caused their expressions to stiffen. None of them had anticipated the situation would reverse so abruptly. With just their senses, they realized Xiao Yan's current power, a true Dou Saint, not merely a half-saint. The difference between half-saint and Dou Saint was vast, though only 1 word apart. A half-saint, no matter how much stronger than the peak of Dou Venerat, was still only a false saint, while only a true Dou Saint could set foot on the highest level. Gu Yu had been stuck at this barrier for decades without success, Old Demon Tian Ming for even longer. Yet Xiao Yan, in only 2 short years, had bypassed the half-saint stage entirely and directly reached Dou Saint. This left them deeply shaken. Xiao Yang's body flickered, and in an instant he appeared before the 3. Gu Yu let out a dark shout, pretending calm, though inwardly shocked, for he knew that even if a Dou Saint of the Hun Clan was summoned, it would not arrive in time. Xiao Yan waved his hand, instantly sealing the space and leaving them no retreat. The 3 exchanged glances, knowing clearly that if they did not join forces, they would certainly die. Simultaneously, they erupted with battle chi, condensing 3 monstrous torrents of energy like fierce dragons lunging toward Xiao Yan. His eyes gleamed, and calmly he raised his palm. Within it, 4 kinds of heavenly flames ignited together, swirling into a pitch-black vortex, darker than even a spatial black hole, radiating an aura of reincarnation. This was his new technique, Buddha's wrath reincarnation. The fiery vortex drifted outward and struck against the 3 torrents. In that instant, the entire sky seemed to collapse, but to everyone's horror, the torrents were instantly swallowed, dissolving like ice under fire, vanishing without a trace, as even space quaked and showed signs of breaking. The combined might of 3 half-saints could not even shake Xiao Yan's attack. Yao Lao gazed at the vortex, his heart trembling at the aura of annihilation, an aura that could even erase souls. Gu Yu, Old Demon Tian Ming, and the 3 Heavenly Venerable panicked, realizing fully that they were no match. They turned to flee, but Xiao Yan merely let out a cold snort, and the vortex spewed forth a black pillar of light that engulfed them as they retreated. Those caught within disintegrated swiftly, their battle chi collapsing, their screams echoing across the star realm. In utter despair, Old Demon Tianming chose to self-destruct his body, exploding into a terrifying sea of energy that cracked part of the spatial seal. Yet Xiao Yan calmly formed seals, and the vortex devoured the blast, entirely rendering his sacrifice meaningless. Amidst the chaos, Gu Yu shoved the 3 Heavenly Venerable forward as bait, seizing the chance to escape. Xiao Yan struck with 1 palm, reducing the Venerable to ashes before he could even scream. Just as Gu Yu slipped away, space trembled, and a withered black hand reached out from the void, seizing him. It was the means of a Hun Clan Dou Saint. Xiao Yan immediately countered his black flames, colliding with the hand, the space trembling violently under the clash. In the end, however, the Hun Clan expert succeeded in dragging Gu Yu away. Before leaving, he left behind a message. If Xiao Yan wished to save Xiao Zhan, your father, he must come to the Hun realm. Xiao Yan responded coldly, "Sooner or later I will come." The great battle of the Star Realm thus ended. Falling Star Pavilion, thanks to Xiao Yan, preserved its foundation, while his reputation spread like wildfire across the Central Plains. Alone, he had slain 2 half-saints and forced the Hun Clan to dispatch a Dou Saint. From this day forth, none dared to underestimate Xiao Yan or Falling Star Pavilion again. Yet Xiao Yan knew clearly the true enemy still lay ahead, and the coming war with the Hun Clan would only grow more brutal. Xiao Yan had successfully broken through to become a Dou Saint, his momentum like a raging storm, consecutively slaying 2 half-saint experts. Afterward, he led Falling Star Pavilion in a purge, sweeping away the remaining remnants of the Heavenly Netherworld Sect. Their next target was none other than the Wind Lightning Pavilion. In this volume, we will follow the developments that ensue. At this moment, at the headquarters of the Wind Lightning Pavilion, Xiao Yan floated in the sky, his cold gaze cast down upon the chaotic mountain engulfed in flames. Leading the great army of Falling Star Pavilion, he had marched straight north, annihilating countless scattered forces of the Mingyi alliance along the way. Within his heart now remained no trace of mercy. He understood clearly that if he had not emerged in time, with the methods of the Heavenly Netherworld Sect and the Hall of Souls Falling Star Pavilion would have long since faced annihilation. Wiped out without a trace, and perhaps even more miserably. The Central Plains was a land where the strong devoured the weak. Only with absolute power and unyielding strength could one endure. Honorable Lei, the leader of the Wind Lightning Pavilion, had been struck to the point of vomiting blood by a Dou Venerate of Falling Star Pavilion. His venomous eyes glared at Xiao Yan as he roared furiously, "Xiao Yan, my Wind Lightning Pavilion has close ties with the Heavenly Demon Phoenix Clan. If you dare destroy the pavilion, they will never let you go." Xiao Yan only replied indifferently, "The enmity between me and the Heavenly Demon Phoenix Clan will have to be resolved sooner or later. I don't need you to remind me." His gaze fixed upon Honorable Lei, recalling the time when he had first entered the Wind Lightning mountain range back then. This man had been like an insurmountable peak, able to crush him with a mere wave of his hand. But today the situation had been completely reversed. 28 of Falling Star Pavilion's experts died by your hands. If you dared kill them back then, you should have known that today would come. Xiao Yang's eyes were icy cold as his hand slowly clenched. Honorable Lei, panic-stricken, immediately unleashed the 3,000 lightning movement, his figure splitting into countless lightning shadows across the sky. Yet Xiao Yan only sneered faintly as his hand tightened. Space itself collapsed, all the shadows froze, and blood and flesh exploded. In an instant, Honorable Lei was crushed into a mangled heap of meat, not even managing to utter final words. The Wind Lightning Pavilion, once a power that could summon the wind and rain across the northern region, was officially erased from the Central Plains. As Xiao Yan withdrew his hand, an elder of Falling Star Pavilion approached to report young Pavilion Master news of the Hun Clan has arrived. In recent years, they have been continuously suppressed by the Wind Lightning Pavilion. Their power has declined, and they have fallen from a first-rate clan to a second-rate one. The fact that they have even survived is already fortunate. Hearing this, Xiao Yan fell silent, a faint trace of guilt stirring in his heart. He knew the Han clan's suffering was because of him. Years ago, when he first arrived in the Central Plains, it was Han Shui who had saved him from the Desert of Death. He had once aided the Han clan in destroying the Hun Clan and restoring their prestige, but in the years that followed, they had been oppressed to ruin by the Wind Lightning Pavilion, all due to their ties with him. Xiao Yan was no ungrateful man. Remembering the kindness of the past, he immediately dispatched 3 elders of Falling Star Pavilion to provide aid. In northern Heaven City, the 3 elders of Falling Star Pavilion appeared. With a casual wave of their hands, they struck down the so-called experts bullying the Han clan. Han Shi, the clan leader, trembled as he bowed in respect, while beside him 2 women, Han Yue and Han Shui, stared in astonishment as though divine beings had descended. The elders of Falling Star Pavilion smiled faintly as they declared, "By the command of young Pavilion Master Xiao Yan, from this day forth, the Han clan shall take the place of the Wind Lightning Pavilion, becoming the ruling power of the North." Upon hearing that name, Han Shui trembled, her eyes misting with tears. In her heart, this was not only the chance to restore her clan, but also proof that Xiao Yan had never forgotten the kindness of years past. In just 10 days of vengeance, more than 20 factions were annihilated. Falling Star Pavilion rose like the midday sun, causing the entire Central Plains to tremble with fear. From this point forward, none dared look down upon this young power. Yet Xiao Yan and Yao Lao understood clearly the true enemies were not the Wind Lightning Pavilion, but the Hall of Souls and the Hun Clan. To resist them, they would need to form an alliance swiftly. Letters were dispatched to the Flower Sect and the Burning Flame Valley. Only when the three great powers stood together would the alliance have the strength to face the Hall of Souls. And above all, the Pill Tower, the gathering place of the peak alchemists of the Central Plains, was the true key to deciding the outcome. Therefore, Xiao Yan and Yao Lao immediately set out, heading straight for Holy Pill City. A new decisive confrontation awaited them ahead.